Okay, we're going to work on some formulas today. We'll start with this conditional formatting side of things. So first, this exercise or this problem is about using conditional formatting to show graphically those ski resorts that have lower than or fewer than 750,000 skier visits. All right, so I'm going to come in and highlight that, that data, come over here and do the highlight cells rules, and then I want those cells that are less than 750,000. So I can click OK, and you'll notice that those cells that are less than that criteria, right, that 750,000, are highlighted in red. If I find out later on that I got the Copper Mountain wrong, all right, I can click on that, and that'll automatically highlight red. Maybe they made it by one skier visit, and turns back to black. So you notice that with this is just an easy way of being able to look at a group of data, right? This is only 5, so this is easy. I don't need conditional formatting for this, but you can imagine if this went on for a ways, you know, making sure that you're seeing what you need to be seeing, that you're not skipping over numbers, that you don't have to rearrange the data and accidentally mess things up by doing so you can just use the conditional formatting to allow yourself to see the data that you want to see quickly and easily. Right, so here in the dates section, right, so our goal here is to find out how long these individuals have been in their jobs, in their positions, right, and so but we want to do this as of May 1st in the situation, right? So the formula for looking at what today's date is just, as you can see up here, right, equals today, and then open and close the parentheses right away, right? So here's today's date. If I went in tomorrow or the next day, it would show the date for that particular day. But right now, what I want to see is May 1st. Yes, I could just type in May 1st right here, but just to show you how this might work otherwise, and I've calculated this out earlier, right? So adding 35 days to that gets me to May 1st, 2020. So now that I've got that, I can come over here and make some calculations. Right, so start out with the equal sign as always, open the parenthesis. I'm going to take this, right, that particular date. I want Excel to stay there in that cell as it's doing these calculations, so I'm going to hit F4 to put the dollar signs in front of the G and the 2. And now I'll subtract these start position. So this would give me the number of days, right? And strictly the number of days doesn't help me a whole lot. I don't know about you, but I would want to divide that by 365. And I actually have to put in the divided sign in there, right? So now I get and see that this person has been in their position a little over 5.5 years, right? 5.6 years. All right, now I can drag that down. I can get rid of that one because there's nobody in that row, right? So, but for the rest of these, you'll notice that this G2 up here stays for every one of these formulas as I flow through this. The B changes, right? The B row changes, right? So B8, B9, B10, B11, right? And all that's divided by 65. So now I can see that this person's been in just shy of 4 years, right? If you look at compare the dates, it's been 10 days short of that by the time we get to May 1st, right? Over 10 years for this one, right? And so, you know, now I can come in here, you know, maybe I want another 31 days onto that, so that'd be 86 to put me to all the way to June 21st for whatever particular reason, right? But now these have automatically changed, right? So now this is 10.25. This one that was just a little shy of 4 is now over 4, right? So that's the reason for using this static cell and subtracting things to allow me to just change one cell and have that change everything else, all right? All right, last one for today, right? Looking at a situation where we've got these 6 individuals, we've got their weight and their target weight. And so we want to know quickly and easily whether or not they're over or underweight. So I'm going to use an if statement. And I'm going to grab this target weight. So if the target weight is greater than their actual weight, right, then they are underweight. And I put that in quotes. So that's what happens if this earlier statement, right, if this is true, right, so if this is true, then this, If it's not true, right, then we are overweight. And again, I put that in quotes and then close my parenthesis, right? So I see that Steve is underweight. And I can grab these down and see that Jeff and Jessica are over, Michelle's under, and Stephanie and Jerome are over. All right, so now what happens if I see, maybe this is a spreadsheet that we keep open every now and again. Stephanie's gone down to 149. She's now under her target weight. And so it changes for me automatically. I hope looking at those formulas was helpful today, and hope you're doing well.